Hey guys. So, whoa. I couldn't do an unboxing due to the fact that I left it outside my door. And it's been raining and thundering today, so I had to ensure it was okay. Let's see what it is. It's my tripod. Oh yeah. You got the wiggly free. So that's awesome. Anyways, I just wanted to see. I just watched gun websites, The Eagle video, and sorry, someone posted a comment about how video games destroyed the youth and all that, or the downfall of youth. I disagree. Right, there is a lot of people out there who do get affected by video games, but what about music, movies? You know, there are people out there who think everything is real, and I'm not stating that video games ain't bad, because yeah, right. I remember when I was a kid, we were outside playing and all that. Kids nowadays tend to sit inside with a cold beverage and play video games. So on that side, yeah, it's bad, right? Because that also, you know, helps kids not get in shape. And we have a truck. Oh wait, sure there are bad games, but there's also good games. Or and saying good games, I mean there are games out there that actually helps you use both your left and right side of your brain, because normally we only use one side, right, for certain purposes, and we tend not to train both at the same time. But in video games you can actually train both at the same time, so that's a huge bonus. And sure, there are lame games. There will always be lame games, right, where there's no purpose to the game whatsoever, but they're fun to play. And if you take a game like World of Warcraft where people get hooked on it, it's, yeah, that's just sad in my mind. Because, okay, I am a lower professional, I do play role-play games and all that, and sure, you do build up a character, and the persona of that character, but the whole thing with that character is that it's actually part of you. It's what you would love to be. Like when you really make the character you're into, that's because it's, you know, an image of the ideal person you want to be. And that's what I think tend to get people seriously hooked on stuff. Okay, you know, when I played roleplay games online, I play them to have fun, or even, you know, live action, I do it for fun. Okay, and that's what we need to remember. It's fun and games, okay? It's only games. But yeah, there's a lot of people who don't understand that and take shooter games, alright? Well, I know that if you take an M60 and you empty a whole magazine or build rather, you aren't gonna hit the same target every single time, the same spot. Ain't gonna happen. But it does in video games. Same with if you take a Desert Eagle, for instance, you ain't gonna hit a target that's a couple of yards away from you, dead on. Right? You know, even with, well, with every single weapon, you always have to, you know, aim it off or whatever, because every single weapon has a certain flaw to it. Not saying that there aren't perfect out there. There are perfect ones. But, you know, it's, yeah, it just pisses me off every time something happens and video games gets blamed, because sure, if you play enough shooter games, you're gonna be aware of so much more, see more opportunities, but You ain't gonna be a better shooter, that's for sure. You're gonna be a better shooter. Take a sniper rifle. If you get someone and you point, directly at them, if they're, let's say they're 900 yards out, that'd be a lot, I don't know, just figure of speech here, right? And you point the scope directly at their head and fire, you ain't gonna hit. But you do in video games. Okay, in real life you really have to take measures of, distance, wind and all that. But that factor is not in video games. And the games that actually have it are freaking hard. Alright. Just take Ghost Recon, for instance. That game, I didn't even finish first level before I got mad. And that's because I'm used to, just dead center, bam, dead. But there you actually have to, look at, okay, how much wind do we got, what's the distance and all that, and you have to go and measure up, alright, there, if I shoot there, I'm gonna hit him right in the head, for instance, so. And same with driving games. Okay, I use this to play with, alright, and using this as your speeder, and this is your brake, and the steering, ain't the same as sitting in a real car. Not at all. Okay. Sure, I've only driven 3 cars, one of them with automatic gear, and the one with auto gear was fun. So when I came to a corner, I kinda wasn't that good, because I was used to games just like free, Can't do that in real life. See, but still, video games can be used to boost your brain activity, make you see more opportunities and certain stuff, but it's not gonna be your killer. Alright, if you go out and kill someone because you played games, it's because you were messed up before you started playing. I guess the guys who, hear secret messages in Beatles songs. I never heard that. And for instance, which songs? I think it was Judas Priest who had one. If you replayed it, said something. Yeah, Led Zeppelin also had one where it said 666, the Beast or something. But how many people listen to their records reversed? I don't. I never have, never will. So that's kind of stupid, But sure, there's a lot of messed up people out there. Okay, but how big is the world? Yeah. If 10 people each year makes a crime that's related to video games, well, that's 10 people a year. How many people aren't born each year? And people on there in the world, so it's really, it's not a big amount. But it gets boosted up because, well, it's video games, and you're bad. Sure, I got a few pounds extra, but I'm not a psychopath. At least I don't hope so. Though I do have that urge to stomp hamsters. No, I don't. But yeah, it's... people just need to realize that video games are just games as well as game of cards. Alright, and how many people haven't been ruined, alright, by taking a trip to Vegas, for instance? I would say that's more bad to lose your entire wealth than sit at home and kill 30 people online. Because it's just a game, you're gonna respawn and bam, you're back to life. That ain't gonna happen in real life. So yeah. But still, I would say to parents, watch out for your kids. Look at what they do when they don't play games, when they're outside. Because yes, video games can actually boost aggression. Because, hell, I know I got pissed off a few times when people, killed me online. If I were doing something. But I don't do it in real life. Alright, and best thing about the net is If you don't want to watch something, you don't have to. Don't like people, block them. So simple. You can do that in video games, you can't do that in real life. Okay. You know, if you're in a situation where you're in a bar and someone wants to pick a fight with you, you know, you can just, you know, blocked. That ain't gonna happen. Sure, you can walk away, but if you live in the same town, how big are the chances for you actually meeting that guy again? You know, so. But yeah, it's really, games aren't that bad. Okay, it's a way of escaping reality, taking a break, having fun. And that's what I do when I play games. I have fun. I escape reality. The computer is basically my medication instead of taking my Ritalin. Because when I play or sit in front of a computer, I can do whatever I want. Alright? If I don't want to watch a movie, I don't watch it. I'm not forced to just watch what other people want to watch. Some people are into, you know, Disney, others Pixar, some of us horror movies, others, you know, romance and all that. And you know, if there's 10 channels on the TV that send love video, you know, romantic videos, they're pretty much bummed out that day because there ain't nothing else to watch. But if you're online, you can watch whatever you want. Take Netflix, go and choose what you want to watch, and you watch it. So, yeah. But yeah, just remember that. Both movies and all that. You know, if you go crazy over them, it's because there was something wrong with you to start with. Alright. Not telling you that, I'm stating that it's to blame with parents or to blame of it. No, because you never know who's mental or who's not mental. Okay, so just remember that. That was a bit from here. Meow.